Hello, hello. Good morning. Welcome to another ES Futures trading stream. I am I am a little bit late today. Um, I was I was trading this opening. It seems like we were going to have some opportunities today. Um, I just wanna be focused on the market. I hope you have taken advantage of what is happening. Um, the Discord, let me close these things now. The Discord, I put something there early. It was, there are a couple of observations here. One is this, the first one. The market was taking so much time to buy this one here. All right? This low. But and this low was being bought, right? And that's why I put this thing here. This market just taking too much time to buy this, right? And then we have a nuance there, right? The little nuance that happened is this one here at 60.50. Around a little bit below, overnight low. And notice what happened, tremendous, right? Tremendous amount of pressure of blocks. Oh, this is just short-term traders here pushing the market lower, right? Bigger ones in this case, right? Why I say bigger ones here? Because you need to have context here. What happened during this day? You have an inside day here, an outside day that failed to be an outside day because you closed the inside. A day that failed to take the upside when you had a chance, and the breakout that happened with extremely low volume. So the underlying was very weak here, right? And instead we have prices higher. And yesterday we have this day. To begin with, it looks like short covering here. The other thing is, it didn't close. It tried multiple times to get inside this range, inside this 10-day range, right? And we also talk about that, right? The odds or the scenarios that may arise from those one. I guess, okay, here, right? Here is entering this range. This is yesterday's range now. Now we can have the acceptance of the penetration or rejection. These highs, this one, and now the one that we have here are extremely weak or questionable. But the market didn't care. The market just barely got inside the range and was rejected yesterday. It couldn't get back inside. It couldn't close inside this range. That's another sign of weakness, right? That adds to this day here. But the thing is, we have to carry this information forward. I couldn't sleep last night when I woke up a couple of times, and gosh, man, I said, when I saw the market breaking here in the overnight, boy, this is the trade, you know. This is all of this volume here, no? And this is also this happens all the time. We have a day, non-excess or whatever, or kind of range forming, and volume building above, right? Higher, building higher. This is another sign of, believe it or not, another sign of weakness, but it has to be in context, no? In context, right? It's not just It's not just that every single time I see this, I'm going to go short, for example, right? Or every time I see this in the lower side, I'm going to go long. It has to have context. That's why it's very hard, or it's impossible to teach trading. You don't teaching trading cannot be taught, cannot be teach. It has to be learned. You have to learn, you know. But one of the first things you have to do is learn about markets. Second thing about you have to learn about yourself, and then build a strategy. All these pieces of information are data we gather, right? The other thing, VIX was unbelievable low now. It went all the way down to 14 almost from 27 or something like that in just a couple of days. It's just, that's crazy. That's craziness there. All right. Now the upper side, look at what we have in the upper side. 1, 2, 3 highs, non-excess here, non-excess here, non-excess here, non-excess here to the all-time highs. That was the scenario for this upside, right? Closing the year making with the market making an all-time highs. That would be just fantastic, right? Awesome. All right, and coming back to the market, we have a gap, and we have a gap that was not closed. Market's out of balance, right? Getting out the balance of this 2 days range here, all these 2 day range here, right here, right? So once, again, two things were in play here, right? The gap and balance, right? Because coming back inside here and buying from here, this low, which was happening in A, actually is putting the market inside this 2 day balance. It's leaving this 2 day balance in the upper side and coming back inside this 2 day. With the nearest low, in this case, this as a potential destination of this trade, and this low being the ultimate destination. This is quite a significant range, and it will need some volume to come all the way down to here, and may not happen in 1 day. Right? There's some rebalancing. Markets rarely, randomly goes in straight lines up or down. Once the market, this was very, not misleading, this was very tricky, right? Because we are already, right? We are already negative with the balance, with the unfilled gap, market getting out of balance, quote unquote out of balance here, but getting back in balance here, right? So this could have been great, something, the same action that we have to the downside, because it resolved to it turned out to be to the downside. But the thing, and this is the tricky thing here, right? If this market at this low held, we would have been way up here, maybe even up here now, right? So that's what Jim says all the time. It's better to be a little bit late than too early. Doing here, selling the market here, this is something that I used to do, but I learned it the hard way. It's better, for me at least, not to up from the market and rather join the movement once the market has shown his hand. And he did it here, right? But now, when the break was happening, it became obvious, right? What we have in front of our eyes. Market being bought from here, being bought from this being potential buying areas here, volume being added right at the nuance that I am still carrying, that should be relevant now, but you can see because it's from way back in here. Buying, deep buying again from the 50, from this 50 moving average, adding volume here when it came back, more volume here, more big blocks here, right? Just pushing, 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 right? Buying from buying from this POC exactly there was, but another attempt to buy the market. Somebody was trying to catch a knife here. Another attempt to buy from this half back here. This one, okay, this were the areas for where I'm moving my stops here. So they are not a reference actually. Right? It was for trade. And finally, this is settled from this day. And finally, market stopping at 6,000. This, I'm going to label this day, this low, as a questionable low. Okay, I'm going to call it questionable. Questionable 12.27 low here. Very questionable 12.27 low. All right. But what happened now? So now inventory is very short now. It's absolutely short here. This breakout, I still consider the market weak because the breakout of this inside day has failed now. We have 2-day range breakout the inside day, double, right? First breakout of inside day to the upside, go with break, and then it breaks the balance, the 2-day balance, right? Go with break right there as well. So you have plenty of reasons to take this job. But I hope you have been here when this happened as well. It was very similar to the Black Friday holiday. There's a lot of repetition here with variation, right? The difference between the Black Friday holiday, it was absolutely zero volume, absolutely low volume, one of the lowest volumes of the year we have here, right? So the odds were against. The odds of this movement have upside were low, right? But how much are you willing to risk to prove that thesis, right? That's the question here. This is not a reference anymore. This is what the heck is? Oh, this was I was tracking this little one here. What the market did. If the market at least came back in here, I was really waiting to short this market around this area. This was a scenario I have in mind, right? Coming back inside this range here and defending this range low. What is this range low here? That would be, because this is also something I was monitoring here, that would be this range here. You know, we have this channel in the daily. We have this channel in the daily. And this is the lower range. Now, it never come back here. It never tested. You know, because sometimes we have some, what happened here is we have penetration and then rejection of that. Right? So this is the rejection. I was having this scenario in which this is kind of like a double check, right? That would be something like being wanting to have absolutely zero risk for the trade, right? Looking for something like that. And we all know that that doesn't happen. We always have to speculate, have to take a risk here. The risk is the cost of doing business. Now, coming back to the day, this is, I was to say, inventory very low. This is not a reference anymore. Oh, another thing that happened here in these days, just before the holiday, it was this block here. This block here. This would be similar. This would be similar to what we have here, right? In this case, we have 4,000, right? But over here we have 2,000, and this is low volume actually. This is low volume, and it was really low volume. usually when I have reds here is when I pay more attention to that, and I am carrying those reds here. Just look at this, what happened here, right? High volume, medium volume, low volume. But this is just an area, right? And that is why I have this area here highlighted here. This is another one here. If the market takes this low out, all eyes are in this one. And there's lots of volume here. The same thing that happened here in this area. I don't remember exactly, but I'm keeping this. I use these areas to remember myself what happened during that day. And I don't. If they are still here, I will keep it until the market takes back through this thing, right? That's why I'm keeping this. Right? Since the market is higher, this reference is to the upside. I'm not looking to get any long here. In the morning, we have some divergence here in the indices because the Dow actually took the low out, but it came back inside. It came back inside, right? Inside. Russell was an inside day, and Nasdaq and ES were markets to the downside. And I say at the time, boy, this kind of action actually increases the odds we are going to see some rotation here. I still have that in the background, but now all the indices are in sync now. This is starting to look like short call. I mean liquidation here. This also, this one too. And the Dow is absolutely, the Dow is the weakest index here. It has potential though. I would have loved that this market take these highs out. What the market is doing now, this kind of action here, actually increases the odds, right? If they will have some more liquidation here, it increases the odds that the high is not in yet. No? We don't have excess, we don't have rejection of higher prices that has happened during regular trading hours here. There's just two multiple non-excess highs here, but that is information that's going to be in the background. I'm just wrapping those pieces of information and leaving them, setting them aside for when it's needed. Right now, that's irrelevant. I have to focus on what the market is doing. I have to believe what I am watching here, right? I have to believe what I am watching and try to get in sync with what the market is doing. We have 3 periods Y here. A gap, a distribution, very emotional market here. Gap low here, and let's see this targets the election gap again. Gap close. When I say targets election gap, I'm not saying this may target today, right? But that piece of information that I had left behind is coming back again. This is out. This one is out as well. This is too far back in time. I would call this maybe two-day range high, and try to do it like gray. I don't want to be like distracted by that. Alright, I think this is okay. It's this one here. It's two-day range here. I am treating this breakout failure as you know, people call the markets refractory, right? What happens in one time frame also happens in bigger time frames. So if you use 5 minutes or 30 minutes and you see the action that happens on those time frames, the same thing may happen in the bigger time frames as well. This would be daily time frames, right? We have an inside bar here. We have an inside bar. Right now we're having one in D, but the period is just starting here. It won't be crazy to think there's going to be some back and forth from the 6,000, just in the same way that we have back and forth from the 61 up here. Yeah, just back and forth here. That's how markets do. Markets behave. Right? There's nothing new here. Regarding volume, as you can see, I am flat now. I want to see if the market gives something else here, some additional opportunity. I don't know. This is for Monday. We have, look at this sales, for example, sales last are same. Tuesday was I think there was this a holiday? Yeah, 583. No, it wasn't. 583, was it? 24, yeah, it was. That was 179. Selling right, same right at we have Tuesday. And change it, as you can see, with last being a little bit lower here. You can see, very much unchange it here. Now, yesterday's volume in the overnight, how much we have here? 14. How much volume we have the daily? 497, really low volume here, really. My bad, this is yesterday, 497, 380. This is crazy, man. Oh, my bad, I'm taking those words back. It's this one, 689, 673. This is, man, this looks like it was overnight. Right, and then we have the 25th. Oh man, the 24th, 497. And this is window trader, right? I do this to compare. It's pretty much the same as CME. Oh, it's not 10 million, it's 1039981 here. What about okay, this is yesterday or today. This one, 164. Before that we have 115, 489. Do we have the 25th? Yes, right? Yeah. We have here is because it started here 146.16. Before that we have no. Look at this volume here on Friday after the close. 190. This is Sunday. 199. 199.454. And this actually is here. Alright, this is Christmas. Christmas. Alright, I have Christmas there. Low volume here overnight, 2 days overnight. And that is that's the reasoning I have behind, for any trade that I could have taken here. Notice now what times it is. We have decent volume here actually. 500k is not bad. Just in a couple of hours. Really, this is not bad. Let's check market. I mean, I'm talking the ES, right? If I'm going to bring here this one here, right? Just this is, look at where today volume is. This is volume. This is nice volume. And these 2 days here are one of the lowest we have. I'm going to compare to those 2 days, okay? Look at what it is. Here, it's about the same. While I do this, you just check this here. Huh? Look what it is now. What it is now, slightly higher, pretty much about the same. It's going to end, if it continues like it is going, it may end around this much here. Relative to yesterday, look at what is yesterday, this high. Check it with this. This is very low, and this is incredibly low volume. 2.5 millions is just super low there. Right? This is higher than yesterday, maybe 5% higher. It's decreasing now. So just be careful here. You got to be very careful. This is just short-term trading going on. Markets are very thin, and when markets are thin, they can be moved easier. They have this tendency, not a tendency, so the odds that if somebody's going to do something, if somebody want to do something, it's easier to do it. Right? That's very thin, mostly short-term trading going on here. Very, very, very short time frame trading here. If you got something, this is when greed comes, right? If you got something, the best thing to keep your profits is not to trade. Right? Just I could have made 1 point, but if I don't wanna lose, it's easier, right? What should I do? Should I keep trading, for example? That's another way to see. Instead of making $100, we also can think. Okay, don't lose $100. Okay, don't lose 2 points, for example. Right? Anything you have now could be hit. Could have something here, because this is I don't like this market. I think it has potential to the downside, but I will see until the market gives me something here, right? We don't have nothing here. The market is just using this 6,000 as a support. Notice why it has been bought. I personally, I don't think this is going to hold. What happened up here, up here, what happened? I don't have. I already erased those references, right? The overnight POC from this day, this POC, hardback, every single one is happening now again, right? But since this is magic number, it has 3 zeros. Traders give those numbers are magic value that it doesn't have, right? There's no value in those numbers. But we are traders, right? Okay, something else. I'm going to increase this chart here. What I'm doing here, these lines here, I have removed the overnight from these charts. This is the Nasdaq and this is the ES. And this is Nasdaq, Russell, ES, and Dow. 30 minutes charts. Yeah, to see what kind of day we are having in those markets. I'm using this to separate the days. Right? From here to here is yesterday. We have right? This mechanical buy-in we have here. I guess I should duplicate this, move it where. I'm going to move it right there. This mechanical buy-in that happened here has been dealt with the market open way down here. Yeah, so all this, and notice how this becomes relevant, right? This is another mechanical buy-in here, you know? You can almost place a trend line here, down here, right? Here and here, all of this, you know, are, if not underwater, are right there, you know. And these guys are trying to do what they all have done the whole year, buy the dips. It's going to come back high. I just have to hold it. I just have to hold it long enough for me to be to have a profit. I just have to do that, right? Nothing else. Why is this too small? Oh, this is half day, right? Is this a holiday? Yeah, it is. So this one has been dealt with. This is history. We have this little range being used as a support yesterday. This is history. Now what do we have? I guess I posted this as well. Discord. Now we have something bigger here. We have all of this crap. The same thing that we have here. No, actually, look at this. When you remove the overnight, what happened there? It's just a continuation of this thing, right? We have a lot of weak inventory, a lot of weak long inventory to deal here. Let me add more days to this chart. Let me add 5 days. Okay. So to see what do we have here. This area here, I have it as a reference for that day. Now it's unbelievable how traders, especially, and I am doing this because this is short-term trading, right? The same traders that were here that day are now here, right? That's why. The odds that I'm going to do this, for example, after holidays or the first week or second week of next year, are very low. I don't think to use this that day, right? We have this thing. The steel is right here. And by the way, look at this, man. Look at this. Now this is not. Look at this. Look at what this market is being bought. That's the 6,000 right there. But this is small, really small. I'm going to remove this thing. Duplicate. Oh. Remove. Yeah, I need to duplicate this thing because I want to put this here. Because this is such a insignificant range. I mean, yeah, the market closed this little distribution. It's been bought from there. There's tremendous weakness here. This is an area that the market used this day to trade. I'm going to duplicate this and move it where it is right here. This is where this day starts. And look at this here, right? Come on, man. Really? Right? The same thing. Market deals with all business fields. And then the market is dealing with these ones here. And this is history. No, what is in play now is this. Now, this inventory here that's been built here, what we have here, is adding to this one here. And there's always, traders don't cover. Especially short-term traders don't cover when the market goes against them. They'll have a tendency to price average. Okay, this is a good opportunity to buy, right? And there was lots of talk that deep buying here in this area. There's a lot of craziness, right? A lot of these talking heads, being disappointed that the market didn't take their stops. Those kind of didn't take the limit orders and rally from here. We have this. This is a missing opportunity. I missed the deep. Blah 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 blah. Right? So they're not going to miss it now. Just trying to. Can that be the thinking? Right? I'm trying to get in the head of these traders, right? Of this thinking, because what has worked before, of course, it's going to work. It's going to keep working, but we never know. We know that. We never know. It has worked the whole year. I don't know if it's going to keep working. I just don't know. I'm not going to bet on that. What else? These tiny references here are these ones here. This distribution here. This distribution here is a bigger one. What else can I say? I don't trade Nasdaq, but use the same reasoning for Nasdaq. Let me add 5. Let me do this 5 days again. 2 up here. Duplicate. You have one. Oh, this market gap actually. Duplicate. This is. No gap, but slightly higher. Very volatile Nasdaq. This. Oh, look at Nasdaq, man. Look at this market. Gosh. Wow. First things first. I have this, right? This support failed. Of course, they're going to use that support again here. But look at where this is being bought. I don't know the nuances of Nasdaq. This little one here. This little range here. We have a range here. Right there. Okay. Gosh, man, this is very, very. I don't know. This is 5 minutes charts, okay? This is not 30. I won't pay too much attention to what I'm highlighting here right now. This is for the 5 minutes traders. I think there's a distribution here from here to here in the 30 minutes. Let me check. 10 here, 10, yeah, 10:30 here. Yeah, from here to here. This is a distribution. These are single prints, right? And the market is right here, man. It's been, this is a deep buy. Now, let's speculate here. Let's speculate here. Because traders love to do this. If you go outside your home and check the ceiling, check the sky, you will see a cloud, you will see clouds, and you won't call it a cloud, but your mind will do, what your brain will do. Okay, this looks like a sheep, right? This looks like like a head, like a horn, whatever. Look at what is happening here. What do you think traders are watching here? Okay. They have seen this pattern. And short-term traders love these patterns. They live for these things. Oh, it is here. This is a double bottom. This is head and shoulders, a reverse head and shoulders, or whatever. Right? I have here. I'm not going to miss this. This is a dip. I'm going to guide here, and the market is going to come back here. Remember also, we have talked about the underlying here. It's very questionable, right? It's very, very, very questionable out here. Now it's Friday. We have 2 more days. Where's my calendar? We have 2 more days before the end of the year. But it is 31st holiday. It's traded. Let's check. Holidays. 25th, Christmas Day. No, I think it's a holiday. I think the first New Year's, yeah, the first one is holiday, but it falls. Oh no, it's Wednesday. Wednesday is holiday. We have the overnight of Wednesday. That is the overnight of Thursday. Okay. There might be something here during this day. Some rebalancing that can happen here. No way! No way! Look at this. What's happening? Look at it. Look at it. All right, man. All right. And you may say, for example, okay, I can see this. I take this trade, right? But this is not my time frame. I don't use this time frame. I don't trade patterns. What I try to do is I try to focus in what's happening here in this market. I remember from yesterday, the market being sold from, but this one thing, right, that the buyers just, get exhausted here. They can move. They can look at how many times the market tried to come back here. 1, 2, 3 hours trying to come back up here. It couldn't. Right now, this is different. Right? It looks the same, but it's different. This was buyer. You have 3Y high. Now we have 3Y high here. This is absolutely craziness. This is the risk here to the downside is super high now. Look at where this market is being sold. Look at this. You have this. Now, actually, this shape can materialize here. We can have, I don't know, but I wouldn't short this market, man. I wouldn't like to be short here. There's nothing. There's something developing here actually to the upside. It doesn't mean it's going to go higher, all right? Because this is a day to the downside. Traders are selling rallies. Now, how many rallies have been? Twice. Not much, really. 1, 2. Okay. Remember, we talk about the odds of rotation early in the session. Okay. That's all I have today. I don't have much to say. Just be careful here. Now, something else that I have seen is these highs can be repaired here, and then the market continues to ways lower. I don't have. This is a really bad location for anything here. I don't have anything. I don't have plans to do anything right now. I need to see something. Right? This is at the center of the range. What are the odds, right? With this. Okay, guys. Unless you have any questions or comments, I'll be calling it a day. I wish you wonderful rest of the day and great weekend. Right? Stay safe. See you next week. Bye-bye.